Have you ever felt like you were being guided by something bigger than yourself? A force that whispers to you through seemingly random events, numbers, or encounters? What if the universe is not just a vast, silent expanse, but an intelligent force trying to communicate with you, to help you shape the life you've always dreamed of? This is the premise of the incredible journey you're about to embark on. The universe isn't some abstract concept that exists far beyond our reach. It's deeply connected to our reality, responding to our thoughts, actions, and emotions. But here's the catch. The signals it sends are often subtle, and the majority of us aren't taught how to read them. These signals, however, are the key to unlocking the life of your dreams. Joe Dispenza, a leading neuroscientist and educator, teaches us that we are constantly influencing the reality around us, not just with our thoughts, but through our emotions and energetic vibrations. The universe, according to his work, responds to the frequencies we emit. When we align our inner frequency with our desires, we begin to see these signs, guiding us toward the manifestation of our dreams. Yet many of us struggle with fear, doubt, and dissonance between what we want and how we feel. Napoleon Hill, in his classic work, Think and Grow Rich, reminds us that what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. When we tap into the signals the universe is sending and align with them, the potential for transformation is limitless. Imagine for a moment a person who, despite facing adversity, trusted in these cosmic signs and altered the course of their life. This person, perhaps like you, learned to recognize the light, the guidance, just like a ship captain following a lighthouse in a stormy night. Even in the most challenging times, the universe is always shining a light on your path. As you read through the following chapters, you'll begin to understand how to tune into these signals, understand the frequency of your own energy, and use the signs you encounter daily to bring your dreams into reality. The journey ahead is one of transformation, an invitation to step into alignment with the universe's flow and create the life you were always meant to live. The universe speaks to us in ways that often defy logic. It communicates through vibrations, frequencies, and subtle signs. Yet, we are conditioned to perceive reality through the lens of our physical senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, leaving us unaware of the deeper energetic signals the universe is constantly sending. This chapter will explore the concept of vibrational frequency and how it directly influences our ability to perceive and interpret these signs. Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency, including us. Our emotions, thoughts, and beliefs emit a vibrational energy that interacts with the energetic field around us. This is a foundational idea in the work of Joe Dispenza, who emphasizes how the brain and body work together to create the reality we experience. According to him, we are constantly emitting an energetic frequency, which in turn affects what we attract into our lives. If our frequency is out of sync with our desires, we struggle to recognize the signs the universe is sending us. When our internal vibration is low, due to fear, anxiety, or negative thought patterns, it's difficult to perceive the subtle cues from the universe. Think of it like tuning a radio. If the dial is off by just a little, you can't hear the music clearly. In the same way, when we are out of alignment with our desires or emotions, we are unable to pick up the signals that could guide us toward our dreams. It's crucial to understand that these vibrations are not just metaphysical concepts, they are grounded in science. Our emotions and thoughts have real measurable effects on the frequency we emit. Studies in neuroscience and quantum physics show that the brain and body are constantly interacting with the energy fields around us. This interaction is not random, it is purposeful. As Joe Dispenza explains, we have the power to reprogram our brains, altering the frequency at which we operate, and thus changing the reality we experience. When we operate from a place of inner harmony and alignment, our frequency resonates with the universe in a way that amplifies our ability to manifest our desires. But when we are in a state of dissonance, like living in fear or doubt, our frequency doesn't match the energy required to manifest our dreams. In other words, we are sending mixed signals to the universe, making it much harder to receive the signs that could lead us toward our goals. This internal dissonance often manifests in various forms, such as feelings of frustration, confusion, or a sense of being stuck. The more we struggle against our circumstances, the more we block ourselves from receiving the signals that could guide us out of this state. It's as though we are building an energetic wall between ourselves and the flow of the universe. To break through this wall, it is essential to realign ourselves with our true desires and the frequency that matches them. One of the most effective ways to do this is through mindfulness practices, such as meditation and self-reflection. These tools help us clear mental and emotional blockages, allowing us to tune in to the higher frequencies that will guide us toward our desired outcomes. The practice of meditation, for example, allows us to quiet the noise of the mind and attune ourselves to the subtle vibrations that are constantly present around us. In this stillness, we are better able to hear the whispers of the universe, those moments of clarity or synchronicity that often lead us in the right direction. By increasing our awareness, we start to perceive the world not just through our senses, but through a deeper, more intuitive understanding of the energy that flows through everything. Another powerful way to shift your frequency is through visualization. When you imagine yourself already living the life you desire, feeling the emotions, experiencing the successes, it helps to activate the energetic vibration of that reality. This is not mere wishful thinking. It is a scientifically backed method of aligning your frequency with the energy of what you want to manifest. In this way, your brain and body begin to resonate with the energy of your desires, and the universe starts to send you the signs that will guide you toward their realization. A key concept to understand here is that the universe is always sending us messages. These messages may come in the form of recurring thoughts, patterns, numbers, or even coincidences that feel too perfect to be mere accidents. For example, you may repeatedly see the number 1111, which is often considered a sign of alignment or spiritual awakening. Or perhaps you have a seemingly random encounter with someone who offers you exactly the advice or opportunity you've been seeking. These events are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of speaking to you. However, the universe will not force these messages upon you. It is up to you to raise your vibration, clear your energy blockages, and become open to receiving them. When you do, the signs become clearer and more frequent. You begin to see the synchronicities that were always there, but which you were previously unable to perceive. It's important to note that recognizing these signs requires a level of sensitivity and awareness. It's easy to dismiss a coincidence as mere chance, especially when we are in a state of low vibration. But when we tune into the subtle energies around us, we begin to see that the universe is constantly speaking to us. The key is to cultivate a state of awareness, where you can notice these signs and interpret them in a way that resonates with your higher self. A good place to start is by simply being present. In our fast-paced, distraction-filled world, it's easy to overlook the messages the universe is sending. But when you take the time to slow down, to be mindful of your surroundings and your internal state, you begin to notice things that you might otherwise miss. This mindfulness practice is not only beneficial for tuning into the universe's signals, but also for raising your overall vibrational frequency. Another essential aspect of aligning your frequency with the universe's messages is letting go of the need for control. Many of us try to dictate the course of our lives, planning every detail in advance. However, when we do this, we inadvertently close ourselves off from the natural flow of the universe. By surrendering to the process and trusting that the universe has a plan for us, we allow ourselves to be guided in ways that we may not have anticipated. Your vibrational frequency plays a significant role in how you perceive and interpret the signals the universe sends your way. By aligning your inner energy with the frequency of your desires and raising your awareness, you can begin to notice the subtle cues and synchronicities that will guide you toward your dreams. The key is to stay open, present, and in tune with the energy around you. When you do, the universe will speak to you in ways that are both profound and transformative. Our emotions are powerful forces. They not only shape our daily experiences, but also determine how we interact with the world around us. The energy we emit, based on our emotional state, significantly affects our ability to manifest the desires we hold in our hearts. In this chapter, we will explore the concept of emotional coherence and its pivotal role in recognizing and interpreting the signs that the universe sends our way. At the core of manifestation lies the understanding that we are co-creators of our reality. The law of attraction teaches us that like attracts like. What we send out into the universe, through our thoughts, emotions, and actions, is what we will receive in return. However, it's not just about having positive thoughts. Emotional coherence plays a crucial role in ensuring that our inner world aligns with our outer desires. When we experience emotional incoherence, a disconnect between our desires and our feelings, we send out mixed signals to the universe. For example, you may say you want to achieve financial abundance, yet on a deeper emotional level, you may feel unworthy of it or fear that it won't happen. This internal conflict creates a dissonance that can block the signs and synchronicities that would otherwise guide you toward the abundance you seek. It's like tuning a guitar and trying to play while the strings are out of tune. The sound you produce will be unclear and discordant. Gregg Braden, a thought leader in the field of science and spirituality, talks about the intelligent heart and how the heart, not just the brain, has its own form of intelligence. He teaches that the heart's frequency is a powerful force that can help guide us toward our highest potential. When we experience emotional coherence, the heart and mind work in unison, sending out a clear and unified signal to the universe. This coherence allows us to access deeper intuitive wisdom and opens us to receiving the signs that lead to manifestation. In contrast, when we are emotionally out of sync, when we experience fear, anxiety, or unresolved trauma, it becomes difficult to interpret the signs that are right in front of us. These emotions cloud our judgment and create a mental fog, making it challenging to hear the subtle messages the universe is sending. Just as a cloudy sky obscures the stars, negative emotions obscure the guidance we could receive. The concept of emotional coherence is not just about feeling good all the time. It's about achieving alignment between our inner world and outer desires. Emotional coherence is a state in which our thoughts, feelings, and actions are in harmony with our highest aspirations. When we are emotionally coherent, we align with the frequency of our desires and are able to interpret the signs the universe offers with clarity and confidence. One way to cultivate emotional coherence is through the practice of mindfulness. By becoming aware of our emotions and how they affect our thoughts and actions, we can begin to identify the areas of our lives where we may be experiencing emotional dissonance. When we are able to consciously observe our emotional state, we can begin to shift our feelings from negative to positive, realigning ourselves with the frequency of abundance, love, and joy. Mindfulness is not just about sitting in silence, it's about being present in every moment. It involves observing our thoughts without judgment, allowing ourselves to feel our emotions fully without becoming overwhelmed by them. Through mindfulness, we can create space between stimulus and response, giving us the power to choose how we react to life's challenges. This practice not only helps us achieve emotional coherence, but also strengthens our connection to the universe, enabling us to recognize the signs that are guiding us toward our goals. Another way to foster emotional coherence is through the practice of heart-centered meditation. This meditation involves focusing on the heart, breathing deeply, and consciously tuning into the emotional state of the heart. By directing our attention to the heart space, we can release negative emotions and create a sense of peace and calm within. This practice has been shown to have numerous benefits, including reduced stress, improved emotional resilience, and a heightened sense of connection to ourselves and the universe. When we experience emotional coherence, we also develop a greater sense of self-awareness and self-acceptance. We begin to recognize that our emotions are not something to be feared or suppressed, but are powerful tools that can guide us toward our highest potential. By learning to work with our emotions rather than against them, we can unlock the power of emotional intelligence and use it to interpret the signs that the universe is sending us. In the process of manifestation, emotional coherence also helps us cultivate a deeper trust in the universe. When we are emotionally aligned, we develop an unwavering faith that the signs we receive are not random, but are the universe's way of leading us to our destiny. This trust is essential in the manifestation process, as it allows us to act with confidence and conviction when the signs present themselves. The more we trust the process, the more the universe will reveal to us, and the clearer the path will become. However, it is important to note that emotional coherence does not mean ignoring or repressing negative emotions. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's natural to experience moments of doubt, fear, or sadness. The key is not to avoid these emotions, but to acknowledge and process them in a healthy way. By embracing our emotions and allowing ourselves to experience them fully, We can transform them into sources of wisdom and insight. For example, if you find yourself feeling fearful about a new opportunity, instead of suppressing that fear, try to understand its root cause. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Why do I feel unworthy of success? By exploring these questions, you can uncover limiting beliefs or past experiences that may be holding you back. Once you identify these blocks, you can begin to shift your emotional energy, transforming fear into courage and excitement for the possibilities that lie ahead. Another powerful tool for emotional coherence is affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help reprogram the subconscious mind and shift our emotional state. By repeating affirmations that align with our desires, we send a clear message to the universe that we are ready to receive what we want. For example, if you are seeking love, you might say, "I am deserving of love, and I attract loving relationships into my life." By repeating this affirmation regularly, you begin to align your emotional energy with the frequency of love, making it easier to recognize the signs of love when they appear in your life. Remember that emotional coherence is not just a state of being, it is a practice. It requires conscious effort and self-awareness to align our emotions with our desires. When we achieve emotional coherence, we open ourselves to receiving the signs and synchronicities that the universe is constantly sending our way. Through mindfulness, heart-centered practices, and emotional acceptance, we can strengthen our connection to the universe and unlock the power of emotional intelligence in our manifestation journey. The universe communicates with us in subtle ways. It doesn't always present itself through grand gestures or dramatic events. Instead, it often whispers to us through small, seemingly insignificant occurrences. In this chapter, we will explore how to recognize the signs that are already present in your life. These signs are not random, but rather, they are the universe's way of guiding you toward your true purpose, helping you manifest the life you desire. The first step in recognizing these signs is understanding that they are often disguised as ordinary moments or events. The universe speaks through numbers, coincidences, unexpected encounters, and even feelings or thoughts that arise out of nowhere. These occurrences might seem trivial at first glance, but they are the building blocks of synchronicity, a powerful force that can guide you toward your highest good. One of the most common signs that the universe sends is the appearance of repeating numbers. These numbers may show up in unexpected places, such as on a clock, license plate, or phone number. If you find yourself repeatedly seeing the number 1111, for example, it's often interpreted as a sign of alignment or spiritual awakening. Similarly, other numbers like 222, 333, or 555 can be linked to specific meanings, such as encouragement from the universe to keep going or a reminder to stay positive. While these numbers may seem coincidental, they are, in fact, signals from the universe trying to grab your attention. Neville Goddard, a well-known teacher in the realm of manifestation, teaches that our imagination is a powerful tool that allows us to communicate with the universe. He suggests that our imagination can act as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, helping us bring our desires into reality. When we begin to notice repetitive patterns, whether they are numbers, symbols, or even specific words, we are being called to pay attention to them. These patterns are often the universe's way of getting us to focus on our thoughts and desires, aligning us with the energy we need to manifest our goals. In addition to numbers, another sign that the universe often sends is the experience of unexpected encounters or synchronicities. You might run into an old friend at just the right moment, or you might have a conversation with a stranger that leads to a career opportunity or insight you've been waiting for. These seemingly random events are not mere coincidences. They are the universe's way of guiding you toward your next step. When you recognize these synchronicities, you can begin to trust that the universe is always working behind the scenes to bring you closer to your dreams. One powerful example of synchronicity is the story of someone who, after months of feeling stuck in their career, unexpectedly meets someone at a party who offers them a job opportunity. At first, the person may have dismissed the encounter as a fluke, but upon closer inspection, they realize that the opportunity was exactly what they had been hoping for. This is an example of how the universe orchestrates events to lead us toward our desires, often in ways that we cannot predict. These synchronicities often appear when we are least expecting them, but they always carry a message. It's important to stay present and aware, As the universe tends to send signs when we are in alignment with our true purpose, the more we open ourselves to the possibility of receiving these signs, the more we begin to notice them. In addition to numbers and synchronicities, the universe may communicate with us through feelings or emotions that arise spontaneously. Have you ever had a sudden, strong urge to call a friend or take a different route home, only to later find out that something important had happened during that moment? These intuitive nudges are another form of guidance from the universe. They may feel like a quiet whisper, but if you learn to listen closely, they can offer you valuable direction on your journey. For instance, you may find yourself inexplicably drawn to a certain book or article at a time when you need guidance. It might seem like a random choice, but upon reading it, you may discover that the content aligns perfectly with something you've been contemplating. These moments of alignment are the universe's way of affirming that you are on the right path and that you should trust the process. Recognizing these signs requires a shift in perspective. Many people go through life without noticing the subtle messages around them because they are too focused on the bigger picture or caught up in their daily routine. However, when we make an intentional effort to slow down and observe, we begin to see that the universe is always speaking to us in some way. Whether it's through a conversation, a number, a song, or even a fleeting thought, the signs are always there, waiting to be acknowledged. One way to improve your ability to recognize the signs is to keep a journal. This practice helps you stay attuned to the subtle messages around you and allows you to track the synchronicities that occur in your life. Over time, you will start to notice patterns in the signs you receive, and you will become more adept at interpreting them. For example, you may notice that every time you are in a moment of doubt, you receive a sign that encourages you to keep going. Or you may realize that certain numbers or symbols appear when you are about to make a significant decision. By recording these signs, you begin to create a map of your journey and learn how to interpret the universe's guidance more clearly. Another way to stay open to the signs is to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. When you approach life with gratitude, you send out a frequency that is aligned with abundance and openness. This frequency invites the universe to send you more signs, opportunities, and synchronicities that can help you manifest your desires. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present, and this shift in perspective makes it easier to see the signs that have been there all along. The more you begin to notice the signs, the more your faith in the universe will grow. You will start to trust that everything is unfolding perfectly and that every sign is leading you exactly where you need to go. This trust allows you to take inspired action, knowing that the universe is supporting you every step of the way. The universe is constantly sending us signs, but it's up to us to recognize them. These signs can appear in many forms, including numbers, synchronicities, and intuitive feelings. By staying present, being mindful, and keeping a journal, you can begin to notice the subtle messages the universe is sending. With practice, you will develop a deeper understanding of how these signs are guiding you toward your dreams, helping you manifest the life you truly desire. The universe speaks to us through signs, small nudges, coincidences, and patterns that guide us along our journey. But recognizing these signs is just the first step. The true power lies in learning how to use these signs to create the life of your dreams. In this chapter, we will explore how to take the messages the universe sends you and transform them into deliberate, purposeful actions that bring your desires into reality. The first thing to understand is that the signs you receive are not random. They are not mere coincidences. Every sign, every synchronicity is a piece of the puzzle, a clue pointing you in the direction of your highest good. Whether it's a number you keep seeing, a chance encounter, or a feeling of inspiration, these signs are meant to guide you. However, the universe cannot create the life you want for you. It can only show you the way. It's up to you to take the next step and act upon the guidance you receive. One of the key aspects of using the signs effectively is setting a clear intention. Your intention acts as a compass, directing you toward the life you want to create. The universe responds to the energy you put out, and when your intention is clear and focused, the signs you receive become more powerful and more frequent. When you have a clear vision of what you want, whether it's love, success, health, or abundance, you align your energy with that desire. The universe, in turn, sends you signs that help you move closer to that reality. Napoleon Hill, in his iconic work, Think and Grow Rich, emphasizes the importance of clarity in the manifestation process. He teaches that having a clear, definite purpose is the first step toward achieving anything. Without clarity, you are sending mixed signals to the universe. You may want something, but your energy is scattered, making it difficult for the universe to respond effectively. When you are clear about your desires, however, the universe begins to work in harmony with you, guiding you toward your goals. Once you have set your intention, it's important to stay open to the signs that appear. Often, people dismiss signs because they don't fit their expectations or because they seem too small or insignificant. However, every sign, no matter how small, is part of the larger plan. For example, you may receive a sign in the form of a conversation with a friend that sparks an idea for a new business venture. While this may seem like a coincidence, it is the universe's way of showing you the next step toward your goal. By remaining open to these signs, you allow the universe to guide you with ease and grace. The next step in using the signs is to take inspired action. The universe does not do the work for you. It provides the guidance, but you must act upon it. Inspired action is different from action born out of fear or desperation. Inspired action comes from a place of trust and alignment. It feels natural, as if it's the next logical step in your journey. When you receive a sign, don't hesitate. Act upon it immediately, even if it feels uncertain or outside your comfort zone. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your desired outcome. In order to take inspired action, you must cultivate trust. Trust that the universe has a plan for you and that it is always guiding you toward what is best for you. This trust allows you to act with confidence, knowing that the steps you are taking are aligned with your highest good. Joe Dispenza, a leading expert in neuroscience and quantum physics, teaches that when we trust the process of manifestation, we open ourselves to the flow of abundance and success. Trusting the universe's guidance allows us to take bold, confident actions that lead us to our dreams. Another important element in using the signs to create your dream life is gratitude. When you are grateful for the signs you receive, you open the door to even more blessings. Gratitude is a powerful energy that sends a clear message to the universe that you are ready to receive more. When you notice a sign and express gratitude for it, you are signaling to the universe that you are paying attention and that you appreciate the guidance it is providing. This not only strengthens your connection with the universe, but also amplifies the flow of positive energy into your life. Gratitude also helps you stay in alignment with your desires. It is easy to get discouraged or frustrated when things don't seem to be moving as quickly as you would like. However, when you focus on what you already have and express gratitude for it, you shift your vibration and attract more of what you want. This shift in energy is essential for creating the life of your dreams. The more you appreciate the signs and the guidance you receive, the more the universe will respond with even greater abundance. It is also important to remember that the universe may not always send the signs you expect. Sometimes the signs may not be as direct as you would like, or they may take a form that feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. This is where the power of trust comes into play. When you trust that every sign, no matter how it appears, is leading you toward your highest good, you are able to move forward with faith and confidence. Even if a sign doesn't immediately make sense, trust that it will reveal its meaning in due time. Another aspect of using the signs to create the life of your dreams is cultivating patience. Manifestation is a process, and it often requires time for the signs to align and the pieces of the puzzle to fall into place. The universe works in its own timing, and sometimes it takes a little while for the full picture to emerge. During this time, it's important to stay grounded and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Patience allows you to remain open and receptive to the signs, knowing that they will continue to guide you at the perfect moment. As you begin to act on the signs you receive, remember that the universe is always speaking to you. The key is to stay aligned with your desires, trust the process, and take inspired action. With each step you take, the universe will send more signs to guide you on your journey. These signs are not just random events. They are the universe's way of showing you that you are on the right path and that everything you desire is within reach. The signs from the universe are powerful tools for manifesting the life of your dreams. By setting clear intentions, staying open to the signs and taking inspired action, you align yourself with the flow of the universe and invite the life you desire into your reality. Remember that the signs are always there, waiting for you to notice them. Trust the process, express gratitude, and take action with confidence. As you do, you will find that the universe is constantly guiding you toward the life you were always meant to live. As we come to the end of this journey, it's important to understand that the universe is always speaking to you through signs, synchronicities, emotions, and energies. Every moment, every thought, and every action sends a signal to the universe, and in return it sends you the guidance you need to manifest your dreams. The key is to be aware, to tune in, and to trust the process. The signs are not random, they are purposeful, meant to align you with your desires and bring you into harmony with your true purpose. But simply recognizing these signs is not enough. You must take inspired action, stay aligned with your intentions, and trust that the universe is guiding you every step of the way. With clarity, emotional coherence, and a deep sense of trust, you can navigate your path toward the life you were always meant to create. Remember, the universe is constantly communicating with you, offering opportunities, guidance, and answers. When you learn to listen and respond with faith, you enter a state of co-creation. You become an active participant in shaping your destiny rather than a passive observer. As you align your vibration with the signs, your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible. Embrace the signs, trust the process, and know that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Your dreams are not only possible, they are waiting for you to align with them and take the steps toward manifesting them into reality. The universe is already giving you the blueprint. Now it's time for you to follow it with courage, confidence, and unwavering faith. Are you ready to finally step into the life you've always dreamed of, guided by the signs the universe is already sending you? If you feel that spark of possibility, subscribe to our channel now and don't miss the next powerful video that will help you continue on this transformative journey. Keep your eyes open, stay aligned, and remember, the universe is always guiding you. Continue watching the video on the screen, and let's take the next step together.